Hey, hello. How are you, my friends? How you doing? Hello, Natalia. Hey, Tocayo. 1,000 subs. What do you think about that? Yeah, it has been great. Thank you, Natalia. Hey, Diane. Hello, Kumar. Soleado, Shoki, Lilia, Joe. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. Yeah, I was super excited. I mean, this doesn't mean anything. They don't give any money about this, but I was just super excited about this. Hey, Global Hot. Hey, Tassos, how you doing? So look at this. I have this for you. Yay! Hi, Alex. 1,005 subscribers. Thank you all. Thank you all for this. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah, so $1,000 giveaway. I'm I'm Richard. I'm gonna send you my account so everyone can send me $1. Thank you, Diane. Hey, DC, Chandru. Hello, Hagi, Luke. Hey. All right, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you, Felipe. Hey, Woods. 1 day of live trades. That sounds like a good idea. That sounds like a good idea. Hello, Sven. How you doing? All right, guys. So let's get started. Hey, Cow. Welcome to this community. Welcome to this family. Greetings all the way to Hong Kong. It it's like 1 in the morning, right? It's like 1 a.m. in the morning. Right there, Cow. I think it's like 13 hours of difference with me. Yeah, 1 in the morning. Thank you for joining. I know it's late, but it's gonna be worth. It's gonna be worth. Trust me. Hey, Ricardo, how are you? All right, guys. So today we had a huge gap up. It was really a huge gap up. I really don't get why. But anyways, right? I mean, again, we have been saying that the market is not a mirror of the economy, and with some news in the weekend, a potential. Look at this. It's just a potential. It's not even a schedule. It's not even planned. It's just a potential meeting with the China's president. So huge gap up. Also, what else? It was a cat fight with Canada. So the Trump is imposing even more tariffs to Canada. So guys, I really don't know what is going on with the market. I really don't know. I mean, believe me, I used to have a very good idea of like uh, macroeconomics concepts, trends, and everything. But right now, I just don't get why these kind of things happen. But anyways, big market or manipulation? Yeah, probably. So yeah, I don't know what's going on. But anyways, I mean, our job here is to react to market, all right? To react to market. So let's get started with SPY. So again, it was just let me show you. Let me show you pre-market price price action. So the actual listen to me with this. I usually don't pay too much attention to pre-market. Like I use it to give me hints about like the areas of interest, but the actual price action that I care about, it's from 8 a.m. to open. So this was my area of interest. This was my area of interest, right? So, okay. So now that you know my area of interest, we had the open, we had these two huge candle wicks to the upside. Like they were rejecting this 683, 683.25. Look at this. Not even reclaiming pre-market high. I was like, well, I mean, is this a gap fill opportunity? It will be a nice, I think it's like 5 points. Let me see. Previous day high, 678.47. Yeah. Previous day close, 677.26. And we open at 682. So yeah, so something like $5 gap. $5 gap. So I'm not gonna lie, I was just rubbing my hands like, oh well, what if we have a gap fill? Can you imagine a $5 drop? I was just imagining my 1000% trade, but we never had that. So we started creating this kind of range between a little bit above the market open and the pre-market low. And then we actually broke this range here. Remember, yes, I know these candle wicks are important. Actually, they are our 1 minute and 5 minute opening range. But can you see here? This is the range. This is the actual range created. So with this actual range created, I really like this reaction here. This candle here, 951. The break of this range. And then the retest right here, 956. And I will say, well, what if we open a position here? So if you open a position here above these previous candles here, and you were aiming to 683.50, round number, half number, it will be a 1 to 2.5 risk reward. Or what if you were aiming to pre-market high? Well, it was not enough. But anyways, I mean, actually we broke this pre-market high with a lot of energy, with a lot of punch. So this was the very first opportunity that I was watching here. And you will say like, oh, Neto, so you didn't try this to the downside? No, because I wanted more evidence of this. Actually, I mean, I had this trend line here, like, oh, well, I mean, we are creating like higher lows. So what if we break this trend line? So I was actually really optimistic here, but never got any sort of confirmation here. So that's why I was like, well, maybe later in the day, let's see what happened. So this opportunity here to the upside was a really good one, and this is all-time highs, right? 683.61. This is the next. Oh, 68. Look at this. We are actually higher now. But this was the new all-time high. So I was like, okay, well, let's see what happened with this range. Let's see what happened. Let's see if sellers, like sit here in this area and we create a double top or something like that. Actually, later in the day, I was looking for that. I really was looking for some sort of rejections here, but well, never happened. So then later in the day, we had this drop here. We kind of reclaimed this area here. Look at this. This range that we created at the start, we broke it, retested, and then we continued to the upside here. Then we created this kind of head and shoulders. Well, not head and shoulders, but it was this support turned into resistance area. Maybe something like this. This support turned into resistance area, and then this baby drop. Look at this. This baby drop was only 1 to 2 risk reward rated trade. But when I say was only, That's a really nice trade, right? Like a 1 to 2 risk reward ratio trade, intraday key levels, intraday key levels. This was the 5 minute opening range low, but also was this previous swing low, right? So it couldn't break this swing low, and it actually went all the way up to the upside. Actually, yeah, it's this strength that we are right now. So those were the only two opportunities that I was watching here on SPY. Maybe something like I mean, the only thing here is that you are very much in the middle of the 5 minute opening range. But look at this. I mean, if you were looking for something like this, actually right here to the top of this candle, it's a 1 to 2.8. This actually is really good. This actually is really good, right? So let's say these were the only three opportunities that I watch here on the SPY. What did you see here, guys? Okay. Um, Aggie, I was hesitant on longs at the open because last week every gap was filled. Yeah, that was exactly my thesis today. Like all of the gap. Right now, actually, right now, I think we have two gaps, right? Well, I mean, we have the gap from Thursday to Friday, and now we have this new. Let's. What if we set it right here? Right here. So now we have two gaps, and they are really close, really dangerously close. So I don't know. I mean, we still have a few hours today. We still have a few hours today. I don't think it's gonna drop all the way to fill any of the gaps, but I think this should be starting to shape for the week. We have FOMC statement on Wednesday. We have big tech earnings. I think we start tomorrow, like Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, or something like that. So, do you remember, guys? Do you remember what I told you? What happened with the investors when they expect huge volatility? Well, they will be trying to stay cash, right? So I'm not saying to expect a big sell-off, but I'm saying don't expect too much volume. Or yeah, I mean, probably volatility, yes, but don't expect too much volume. Why? Because the big fish is there. They will be trying to stay cash for waiting for these events to happen. Okay. Delta. Hi Neto. I took SPY shorts 1027. 1027 here. Oh, 1027 here. You were cooked with this huge candle, right? Break and retest pre-market high. Well, no, oh, I'm sorry, right here. Broke trend and structure, showing weakness on opening range level, 1 minute opening range break, aiming for low of the day. Yeah, I mean, I get what you were trying here. It just like it never show enough weakness after breaking this area. Yeah, but yeah, I know what you were trying there. It was looking good. Just I mean, I don't know, like after this huge rip, I needed like more weakness or more reaction on any of the intraday key levels. But that was a good one. In hindsight, in hindsight, I should have waited the candle to close below. Yeah, probably. Yeah, like out of the 5 minute opening range. Hello, Francine. Ricardo, I took a short 10-15. 10-15. Okay, like the break and rejection of the pre-market high. What are your thoughts? Would you say that was the? No, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that because as you can see here, yeah, it was. Look at this. You were looking for this area here. Right? You were looking for this area here. So there's no actual break of this area here. There's no actual break of this area here, unless, and I'm not assuming this, unless you were considering something like this, like a like the break of this area here, and this was your retest, and then you enter somewhere here 10 15. Nah, that will be like kind of, I don't know, like I mean, again, I wasn't too sure about this, just because it was right above the 5 minute opening range, pre-market high. Like too many key levels right here, too many key levels right here to take a position right here. I needed, like more weakness. I needed like more weakness, more evidence of a good move here. Felipe, I enter on SPY puts 1037. 37 here. Why, Felipe? Look at this. These lows. I'm sorry. Higher lows. Higher lows. So why 1037 here? This was not a good place for puts. This was not a good place for puts. Just because the market structure here was saying the continuation to the upside. As it did actually. Yeah, that was not a great, that was not the greatest entry here. I mean, you were lucky that, I mean, if you stay on this trade, even after this rip, you just were lucky, because right here was not a good place to enter into shorts. Hey, but boy, Kumar, for which one, Kumar? I have not taken any trade yet. I'm watching the charts. Actually, I have, like, right here, I have my charts. But I can't see anything like super clear right now. I mean, right now it's breaking out on a swing low. Yeah, no, I need more weakness. I need more weakness. Yeah, Felipe. Francine, 10-15. 10-15. Guys, you are being very aggressive with your entries on the break retest boom. Remember, it's about reacting and not guessing, not anticipating, all right? That's that's the magic of the break retest boom, that you can actually be a little bit late, waiting for clarity, waiting for confirmation, and it's always better than, like, to catch the very top of the move. All right. Uh, Hello, Mr. Hans. Hey, what do you think? SPY puts 10-12. Again, I think this was a breakout. This was a breakout. I know you were, guys, you were watching this, right? I know you were watching this. This is kind of a break and retest of the one of an order block here to the downside, but I think it's super, super, super aggressive for real. I mean, there's no displacement. There's nothing here. I mean, again, you were just lucky that this kept uh, rejecting, but I think this was super, super, super aggressive, super aggressive. Mm. Dion puts 1057. 1057 here. That was a good one, Dion. Look at this. It's actually this one. Good. But you needed to be like super quick to take profits here because it actually rejected this swing low. How you went? Contract went around 15% to low of the day. Not bad. Yeah, great. The 5-minute low. Great. Good job there. Good job there. All right. Well, let's move to QQQ, guys. QQQ again. I was watching this area here. Neto, but this is on the middle of the 5-minute opening range. Yes, but look at this area here. Rejection, break. So resistance, then turn into support. I really like this. What if we take something like this? Risk at the bottom of this candle here. What we were looking here, 626. We didn't get 626. Well, just to the top of this candle because we have several opportunities here to take profits. It was a 1 to 3.4 risk reward ratio trade. I think this was an amazing trade, actually. The next one was again this break, this placement, retest of this 5-minute opening range, this area here. It's a nice reclaim with this very impulsive candle, and then continuation. What about this? It was a 1 to 2.5 risk reward ratio trade right at the top of these candles here. So you had several opportunities here. Well, let's say here 1 to 2.4, and you had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 opportunities to take profits right here at the top of this move. 1 to 2.4, 1 to 2.5 risk reward ratio trade. Second chance here, same reaction at the 5-minute opening range high. Second trade here. Look at this. It was a nice one. And what is this? Okay. Break and retest previous high of the day. Another one. 3.7 risk reward rated trade. So guys, what did you do on SPY? I'm sorry, QQQ. Rafa, short QQQ 1015. Short QQQ 1015 right here. I think guys, you are being very aggressive with your entries on the break retest boom. I'm assuming you watch this break, retest or rejections of this area here, and then you took what did you say? 10-15, something like here. 10-15. I love it. I just think that you are being very aggressive here. Very aggressive. But I'm glad it has been working for you. All right, guys. Let's move to the next names. All right. This is AMD. This was a very clear. Oh, give it 1 second. All right. This was a very clear break and retest 1-minute opening range low. And can you see the weakness? But not only from the first candle. Can you see everything on the pre-market? It was rejecting this 260, 259, rejecting all these. You had all of your price action on this area here. Market open. You fall below this area here. What's going on with the key levels? something is right here. Where's the pre-market low? So yeah, so we have the pre-market low here. Yeah, this was showing a lot of weakness. So you took any opportunity to the downside, and I really like all these rejections from the 1 minute opening range low. So if you open your position on any of these ones here, look at this. You actually went almost, well, you went to 250. Why 250? Well, strike number, round number, psych number, right? Anyone took a position on AMD today, guys? Not today. All right. Let me. I'm moving forward like a little bit fast because I have I have a session with the Traders Lab this afternoon, and I need to get ready with a few stuff before that session. Also this past Saturday we had a master class with this community, with this new community, the Traders Edge. Guys, it was amazing. It was an amazing class. It was an amazing master class. We talk a lot about the three stages of a trading session, right? Like the before, during, and after your trading session. We talk a lot about how to emotionally prepare, not only technically but also emotionally prepare, how to perform better during your trading session, having emotional check-ins, and also like recording everything that was happening on your execution, not only on the technical but also on your self-control, on your emotions, how you were reacting to everything, right? And then we talk a lot about journaling. Guys, if you are not journaling performance based, you are missing out a lot from all of the lessons on everything you are doing. Even if you are having wins on the market, guys, if you are not journaling properly, you are missing out on a lot of stuff. So I strongly recommend that you start journaling now and you take advantage of everything that is actually happening on your performance, on your executions, on your fears, on your emotions, on your excitement, and how you pull the trigger on your trades. All right. So thank you for that community. I think that's why we reached the 1,000 subscribers this weekend, because there were a lot of people there that we never met before. Some of you guys, I know that you are from the different discords that we already collaborate. But I mean, this new community, it was an amazing masterclass. Thank you guys for all of your energy this Saturday. So we were talking a lot about how to properly prepare for your session. So something that I like from the tools that we have on the chart is that it actually saves time, and I mean, there's no rocket science on identifying key levels, at least these ones. I mean, the pre-market high, the pre-market low, the previous day high, previous day low, the 5 minute and the 1 minute opening range. So guys, if you have a chance to get this tool or any tool on the market, do it, especially if you are watching several names at the same time. It's a game changer. You don't need to worry about drawing all these, and also at the end of the session, taking them down and drawing them again the next Monday, the next morning, I'm sorry. So okay, so I was watching this on Amazon. This was a nice we had a drop, then we created this resistance, then turned into support area. We broke the opening price, came back, retested, and then we had some continuation to the upside. Where right to this 228.25. This is a key level on the daily chart, and this one was a 1 to 2.8 risk reward ratio trade from this reclaim of the opening price. And I want you to show you this. Can you see here, this area here? This area here, this is your resistance, then turn into support area. So that's why this area was important since the pre-market. Then, well, we fell, we broke again this opening price, came back, retested, and this is a nice break retest boom. This is a nice break retest boom. Do you see here, guys? So it was the break of this area here, retest, and then a drop. And actually you had another entry chance right here, right? This was the area here, the first resistance, then turn into support, then turn into resistance again, and then the second drop. So I was watching all these three opportunities, all these three different opportunities here. Anyone took a trade on Amazon today? Coach, can you rephrase that? I didn't understand. All right. Okay, let's go to Nvidia, guys. Nvidia was a really nice break, displacement retest of the 5-minute opening range, and also this is the one candle rule. This is the one candle rule, the an order block. So as you can see here, we broke this, had displacement, and then came back, retest, nice reaction on here, nice reaction on here. And if you were looking for this, let's say that you waited for the 5-minute opening range, for the 5-minute opening range, you set your stop loss right at the bottom of this candle, and you wait, or you look for the 1 to 2 risk reward ratio trade, this is what you get, right? This is what you get. And then, well, unfortunately, this didn't have any continuation to the upside, but look at the gap up. Look at the gap up. This was amazing, right? I mean, we closed 186.20 and we opened 190. That's great. That's great for my long-term portfolio. That's really great for my long-term portfolio. So anyone took a trade on Nvidia today? Tassos. Amazon has earnings, so not even looking at that. Yeah, Amazon, Microsoft. Let me tell you, because I don't even remember who's having what. All right. Tomorrow we have Enphase, Sophie, United Health, and Wednesday looks great. Meta, Microsoft, Google. Thursday we have Amazon, Apple. Well, this week looks nice. Yeah, this week looks nice. All right, Tassos. I took Nvidia long, not 946 here. All right. Where did you get this candle here, Tassos? 946. I mean, I know what you tried here. The break, small displacement, retest on the 5-minute opening range here. And you took this next candle. So maybe you took this candle like here. And you were waiting for a 1 to 2 reward rate to trade 191.50, right? Something like that. Stop loss below candle 943. 943. Okay, that was a huge stop loss. And I was watching Nvidia because it was gapping up. I was planning on dip and rip or gap and go, like, okay. Okay, okay. Coach Obist. All right. Yeah, I didn't understand the question, brother. Don't worry. Okay. So tassels. I think what was happening with the indices. This will be very important here, right? Okay. 946. We said 946. Well, they were on the middle of the 5 minute opening range. Actually, SPY was kind of on the edge of the 1 minute opening range low. So yeah, no really good context here other than this relative strength break retest of this 5 minute opening range high. Uh yeah, it was just unfortunate tasos. It was holding the five. Yeah, QQQ made sense for you in the middle. Yeah, it was just really in the middle of this range, right? In the middle of this range. Yeah, just unfortunate, brother. Unfortunate. In the pre-market, Nvidia was moving very strong. Let's see. Uh, let's agree and disagree on that, brother. I mean, yes, it had one good candle, the very first candle of the morning, but then after that, it was like an easy. I mean, not an easy, but like a relaxed move. Not too nothing too crazy here. Nothing too crazy. But what about this one here? What about this one here? After this drop here, it was a really nice break, displacement and retest of this 190.11. That's a key level on the daily chart. Let me show you here. 190.11. That was a key level on the daily chart. So I really like this break, displacement, retest, and drop. And also this drop was going into this gap area. So once inside of the gap, I'm always aiming for the gap fill, right? And look at this. This gap fill was all the way to 186.30. So yeah, you just got lucky that it actually bounced on this 15-minute chart key level. But once you are on the gaps, guys, buckle up because usually it goes to fill the gaps. All right. You make me sad. Okay. All right, guys. What about Tesla? Well, Tesla was really nice. It was this break and retest of this one candle rule or order block break and retest. It actually reacted really nice here. So even if look at this, even if you open your position like right here on the reclaim of the 5 minute opening range, look at this, all the way to 447.50, it was a 1 to 2 point something risk reward ratio trade, but market structure was intact. And actually look at this, I mean, actually you could easily went to 450, and this was almost a 1 to 4 risk reward ratio trade. So these were a few opportunities to enter into this same Tesla trade. Oh my god, what is going on with Tesla? 458. Come on. 15 points just today. That's Tesla, right? So this was the break and retest of this 15-minute chart key level, or maybe this high of the day, right? So you have several opportunities on Tesla with a lot of relative strength, even when both indices, SPY and QQQ, both of them, they were going higher, especially QQQ. had a clearer market structure to the upside. So if you were following QQQ with Tesla, probably you stayed on this trade for long, all the way to the break of the previous day high. So anyone took Tesla today? I think Tony took Tesla today, right? Tony and Jack, they took Tesla today. I think they did, and they were actually doing like really nice. They took Tesla, Tesla and Nvidia. Yeah, they took Tesla and Nvidia, both of them. Tesla was in the middle of the range pre-market and then decides to move like crazy. Yeah. Yeah, actually, yeah, Tesla was not having like a nice and clear price action on the pre-market. But suddenly, yeah. Well, do you remember I always say that there's nothing like too much on Tesla? Well, I think today is a good example of that. Even if look at this, even if you were like super bullish on Tesla and you were taking this break and retest of the pre-market high, oof, that will be the nicest trade ever. But it was like super early, 9:36. That's super early for me, but on a Monday, that's like no way. I mean, I wouldn't have. I never will take a trade at this time on a Monday. I usually wait 10-15 minutes, but on Mondays I usually wait way more. Like I mean, well, not way more, like not like an hour, but I on Mondays I'm very strict with my waiting rule, because I just don't trust Mondays. I just think like, okay, well, I mean, all banks, hedge funds, investors, traders, institutional traders, they are like, okay, well, what's going on Monday? Okay, well, I just came here. Let me catch up with my emails. How was your weekend, brother? And I don't know, like they don't start like really early. That's why. That's why it's like I don't trust Mondays. New new high of the day on both SPY QQQ. Also new all time highs, right? Yeah. Not a good day for the Bears today. Not a good day for the Bears. Neto, did you open a position today? No, I didn't. I haven't. I haven't. I'm still. I'm not like super active looking for something, but I still have my charts open. I don't know. Like maybe now that we created a new high, a small sell-off, I I wouldn't oppose to a sell-off now, all the way to 680 maybe. 680, too much, maybe. All right. Yeah, no, but I didn't get anything today. I was looking for shorts at all-time highs, so no, I didn't get anything. Palantir, guys. Palantir, we opened with a huge candle wick to the upside, then a nice reaction on the second candle. We started creating this range here, and I was identifying this, the 1 minute opening range high. Can you see here? It was your resistance, 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 then turn into support, 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 then break, turn into resistance, and the drop. This is the break retest boom for Palantir. Anyone took Palantir or something like that? Neto, random question. Why you are shorting at all-time highs? Well, because price can go vertically to the upside. So I'm just, taking advantage of the pullbacks. It's an intraday play. No, it's not an overnight play or something. It's just I'm taking advantage of the moves, because even at all-time highs, Tasos, even at all-time highs, or especially at all-time highs, you will see the drops looking for liquidity for continuation. They are like really aggressive. So you can see that. Well, probably not today is not like the really good example, but maybe you can see that the bearish candles or the red candles are way more aggressive than the green candles when grinding up, right? So that's what I take advantage. That's how my system works. I look for the pullbacks to the intraday liquidity pools or liquidity areas, and that's it. It's not that I'm bearish on the market. I'm actually very bullish on the market, but yeah, I mean, I just take advantage of that play. Tomorrow will be a great day for the Bears. Yeah, I think this week is gonna be great for the Bears because all of the volatility from the, well, maybe, you know, and actually there's something really interesting that I want to share with you all. Uh, if you are like me watching the financial news, CNN and MSNBC, Bloomberg or everything, the analysts they already started going with this idea of stocks being overvalued. So, well, we have FOMC on Wednesday, but beyond FOMC, I mean, beyond something like particular for this week, the analysts already started leaking the idea of most of the stocks being overvalued, overpriced, right? So I I don't know, like I think that any excuse like FOMC will be an opportunity for investors to take some profits and start looking for the next move. But that's just my opinion. It's not even an analysis. It's just an opinion. All right. And okay, so guys, I don't have any other names for you. Again, this was a quick session. I just wanted to tell everyone, thank you very much for being on this community. Thank you very much for staying here. Thank you very much for everything you do here. Uh, not only coming every day to these sessions, but also sending your questions, sharing your trade ideas. I really enjoy when you tell me like, oh well, I was trying this trade to the upside or this trade to the downside. This was my idea of stop loss. This was my target. I really enjoy when you guys share with me. Thank you for trusting me to learn something about my system, to learn something about the break and retest strategy. Again, I do this just because I like to help other traders the way I would like to have help at the very beginning of my trading career. So someone that took me, like by the hand and brother, you were doing good here or you were messing up here. You need to fix your risk, or you need to fix your targets, or you need to fix your entries. So I'm just trying to be that help that I was looking at the very beginning of my trading journey, and I hope you get something positive from these sessions. So, guys, thank you very much for coming. You know the drill. You know the drill. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Let's see how we go here. Let's go. Thank you. 1007. Guys, if you have not subscribed, take these few seconds to do it. It's free. It's free, and you will get a lot of value from here. All right, guys. So thank you very much for coming today. I will see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye bye.